Hi friends, welcome to One Stop. In this video, I would be showing how I do my meal planning and meal preparation during the weekend so that I could manage cooking healthy meals for the whole family effortlessly during the busy week. Being a working woman, or you may be a housewife who is very busy during the morning times and you may not find time to do all the preparation work in the morning and then do the cooking. It will really be a hassle and it will take up most of your time in the mornings. But with a proper meal planning and prep, you could save a lot of time during the week and also make sure that your family gets healthy meals throughout the week. Long back, I used to think that I had to cut my veggies just before starting the cooking so that the nutrients are preserved at its best. Thinking this, I don't do the pre-cutting of the veggies the previous day or during the weekend also. But this did more bad than good, I would say. Yes, I ended up not cooking most of the days and we resorted to restaurant food or we had to order from outside and eat. Then I changed my mindset. I thought instead of eating unhealthy restaurant foods, it's better that I do the pre-cutting of the veggies and I make sure I'm able to cook every day in the morning. With a proper meal planning, I could also ensure that I include all the necessary nutrients and required proteins in our diet for the whole week. One more thing is that when you do the meal planning, you know what exactly you need for the entire week, and so you go and buy only the things which are necessary for your cooking. You won't be buying anything unnecessary which will end up getting spoiled or being wasted. I sit with my kids and do the meal planning together so that I could include all their favorite food items in the week's menu. Meal planning and prep becomes inevitable when you have a specific fitness goal. Only when your diet is taken care of in the best possible way, you will be able to achieve your fitness goals. In this video, you will also see me measuring the ingredients. In this way, I make sure that me and my kids eat according to our calorie requirement based on our fitness goals. Trust me, with pre-cut vegetables and the required meal planning, I'm able to finish my cooking just within 20 to 25 minutes every morning. This kind of meal planning and prep gives you immense happiness and contentment once you are able to accomplish your whole week's cooking without any compromise, without your family eating out even one meal. Spending 2 to 3 hours for a meal prep saves you a lot of time during the week, and it also ensures that your cooking becomes a breeze. This video will be a perfect guide to you for your meal planning and preparation for Indian cooking. So come, let's get started. I have finalized a healthy diet meal plan for this week, which I will be sharing in this video. So do watch the video fully without skipping. Based on my meal plan, I will be doing the prep now. Firstly, invest in high quality storage containers. I prefer using glass or stainless steel containers for storing my veggies. I tend to avoid plastics as much as possible, but when really unavoidable, use high quality BPA free plastic containers. You don't want the toxins to leach into the food unknowingly, which may in long term form the basis for many health issues and hormonal problems. So do take care of this point. I have washed and dried all my glass containers and I have kept them ready for storing my pre-cut veggies and all the meal prep which I do. Next step is to wash and dry all the vegetables before starting the prep. This is crucial because there should be no moisture in the vegetables when cutting and storing. Only then they will remain fresh for the days to come. I have washed the veggies in water mixed with vinegar, rock salt and a little turmeric powder, and I have kept them for drying on kitchen towels. Pat them dry with towel if needed. This may take around 1 to 2 hours till the vegetables are completely dry. Let's start off with the helping ingredients. Here I am chopping the stem of the coriander leaves and I am taking off the weeds or any dirt, patting them dry once again and storing them in glass containers lined with unbleached kitchen towels. Trim off the stem from the green chilies and store them in a glass container laid with paper towel. Make sure the chilies are completely dry. Take washed and dried curry leaf sprigs, take out individual leaves from it and store it in an airtight container. Next, wash and scrape out the sand particles from ginger, and I am just peeling the skin off for making the ginger garlic paste, and for the next 2 days use, remaining ginger can be kept with skin on. Next comes the storage of greens. Here I have taken methi leaves, washed and dried completely and removing the weeds. I am putting them in a Ziploc cover lined with paper towels. Pack it nicely, remove all the air from the Ziploc cover and then seal it tight. This way the greens remain fresh for a longer time. In the same way, I am storing my red spinach also. I'm making sure that there is no moisture at all. I'm removing the weeds first, cleaning it completely, and then with a cloth towel, I'm patting it dry before storing in a Ziploc bag. Now I'm preparing all my salad veggies. I make sure I include a lot of colored vegetables in my menu. Hence, I'm using all the 3 colored capsicums. I'm cutting them into long strips. I could use them in salads, sandwiches, as well as for cooking whenever needed. This stays fresh for minimum 4 to 5 days. Now, let's look into my weekly meal plan. I have carefully included protein in all the meals. Protein helps us to feel satiated throughout the day, and also it avoids unnecessary cravings. I also make sure that the menu is not monotonous, and I include a lot of variety in the food items. I also include a lot of veggies and protein rich foods throughout the day. I would be pre-cutting the veggies based on this meal plan. Now I am cutting the lady's finger in 2 different types. One is for sambar or vatta kodumbu, for which I have cut into long pieces. And then I am thinly slicing the lady's finger. I am keeping together 3 at a time and doing the slicing. This is used for making lady's finger fry. In the same way, I am cutting beans and broad beans as well, and I am storing it in airtight containers. While I am doing the pre-cutting of the veggies, I also do the grinding of idli dosa batter. For this, I soak the rice and dal in the morning itself. I run the grinder and get it ready by then. This saves a lot of time. Use appropriate kind of knives for different veggies. Also, keep 10 to 20 beans or broad beans together at a time and do the cutting. This saves a lot of time, but it also has to be done carefully. So, do take care and do it smartly. Cutting of these veggies will take a bit more time, so I do it first. I am also cutting broad beans and beans into long pieces, which is used to make any variety rice, or I use it for my avial. Next, here on the screen you could see carrots and cucumbers cut into long strips. This I can use for my salads or sandwiches also. And now a mix of vegetables like chow chow and other vegetables put together for avial, and radish for sambar, and this is bottle gourd, which is peeled and cut into cubes. This I will use to make my early morning weight loss drink. I have cut coconut into small pieces, washed and patted dry and storing it in a container. Whenever I need for cooking, I will just pulse it and make it like a grated coconut and use to make chutneys or for cooking. And I have cut cauliflower also to make a cauliflower stir fry. Now I am preparing my paneer for the whole week. I am using store-bought fresh paneer. I am cutting them into long strips and storing it in a container filled with water. Make sure you change the water every day so that the paneer stays fresh for a long time. Now let me show you how I prepare my legumes for the week. Personally, I do not prefer soaking them over the weekend itself and then keeping it in the fridge and then boiling as and when required during the week. So what I do is I measure the required quantity of all the legumes for that week and then I store it in a container. I keep it on my counter ready. So every night I just soak them in water or give it a boil with a pinch of baking soda and leave it overnight and cook as usual in the morning. Here I have also prepared my moong sprouts. I soaked the moong dal the previous night. I leave it to sprout for around 12 hours. I pack it in a Ziploc bag with a tissue on and this stays good for 1 week. Next comes nuts and seeds, which are our mid-morning snacks. Different nuts and seeds are packed with a lot of nutrients like vitamins, minerals and healthy fats. So I include a variety of them for each day to get the maximum benefits, and they are an absolute treat, just under 200 calories. I'm packing around 30 grams of mixed nuts, which includes almonds, walnuts, pecan nuts, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, figs and raisins into BPA-free containers, and we are good to go. Encourage kids to enjoy such natural treats instead of packaged and junk foods. My dosa batter is ready and it feels so good and pleasant to look at the colorful array of veggies, all prepared perfectly for the busy week ahead. I do make some staples over the weekend depending upon what is required and what's available in stock. The first one is the flax meal. Flax seeds are a great source of omega-3 and we include it in fruit smoothies and roti dough. I simply take half a cup of flaxseed and grind into a fine powder in a mixer jar. Do not roast the flaxseed as it destroys the omega-3 in them. Also, I prepare in small batches to retain the freshness, else it goes rancid easily. Nothing can beat the delicious flavor and aroma of homemade ghee. To prepare the ghee, I'm bringing 500 grams of butter to a boil for about 7 to 8 minutes till it reaches the perfect aromatic ghee stage. Add a pinch of rock salt and some curry leaves before switching off the flame. Transfer to a container and let it cool. Then store it in a glass container. Next, I get my roasted peanuts done. Just dry roast raw peanuts over medium flame till done. Store it in airtight container, and this I will add to our sprouts chaat, corn peanut chaat, and in masala veg poha, and also used to make peanut chutney. This all-in-one curry powder is a keeper, I would say. Dry roast urad dal, chana dal, coriander seeds, peanuts and red chili till golden brown. When it is almost 75% done, add sesame seeds and let it roast to perfection. Leave it to cool and powder it. I use this powder for all my poriyals and even for kuttu, in which I reduce the coconut quantity and add this powder for an enhanced flavor. For making green chutney, I take mint and coriander leaves in 1:3 ratio, add in ginger, green chili, black salt, roasted jeera, chaat masala and a squeeze of lemon and grind it into a fine paste. This can be stored for about a week. Look at the vibrant color. We use this for chaat sandwiches and also mix with yogurt for a yummy dip which goes great with vegetable strips. Lastly, I make a small batch of ginger garlic paste. I use ginger garlic paste only for my North Indian gravies, so I have prepared a less quantity. Prepare according to your usage. Take equal amount of ginger and garlic and grind them into a fine paste. Use a spoon and transfer to an airtight container. It holds well for a week in the fridge. Look, all my weekly staples are ready here, and I have also got my pre-cut veggies ready. Everything is now set to go into the fridge. The fridge is packed with all my meal prep items and it looks so organized and satisfying. I hope you found this video useful. If you do so, please hit the like button and do share with your family and friends. See you soon in another interesting and useful video. Until then, it's bye from me, Sujata.